Okay, we're just leaving Servois, Sagny, which is where our base is here, and we're driving for 2 hours to the site of the Angels of Mons. So we're just about to leave now, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll update as we go along through the day. Bonjour, merci, Grace. Come on, Marco, let's get in. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. We've just driven 2 hours and got to Mons. We're going to go into the Grand Place, which is just here. Today we're here to go to the site of the Angels of Mons on the 100th anniversary of the events in the First World War.
I really loved the Grand Place of Mons. It was, full of old buildings and flags and flowers, and everybody just seemed to be enjoying themselves, sat out having coffee or lunch or with friends. And it was great to see all the old buildings that, featuring that famous photo of the British forces at the start of World War I. I thought it was really interesting to be in that exact place 100 years later.
The whole experience together has really kind of brought into perspective how I actually feel about war, and how I actually feel about mankind, and how I actually feel about what the world is doing to itself.
This place was buried 100
Sons, fathers, brothers, friends, husbands, loved ones, human beings, men in their thousands were just mowed down and mutilated and disfigured, disabled. And my grandfather fought in the trenches, and we actually went out to see them. And it broke my heart, because I realised how someone in my family has suffered.
It's not until you see white crosses to the horizon that you realise they're not figures, they're people. You see on the monuments and you think thousands, but it's still a figure. It's not until you literally go and feel the presence. Very hard to explain. You feel a certain type of energy and an overwhelming feeling of just silence.
So we've just got out to the van here outside Mons. This was the first Battle of Mons, 1914. This is the bridge at Nîmes. So this is the bridge up here that you can see. So the British were forced right back here at dawn the next morning, when the clouds opened, and the men were sitting here waiting for dawn. The clouds opened, and standing up in the sky, angels holding the German forces back, keeping them there.
When we went to the site where the Battle of Mons was, it was really moving, because I think that's a moment when you realize that the angels really happen, because the angels is the humanity in people.
We think angels are somebody with wings who flies up in the sky. It doesn't have to be. So there are angels in Mons, but I think there's angels any time.
In the end, the angels, the miracles, it's us.
Our trip to Mons has taught me a lot about World War I, and it's also taught me about friendship and being together. it's just basically about being together and hopefully seeing something good when we go to Angel Monds.
I've got to see things that I never ever thought I'd see, and I've got to experience things that I never thought I'd experience.
Actually experiencing it and being there, you know, and just being together and talking about it together, and not only how I feel but how other members of the Yellow House feel. It's really opened my eyes, like many of the Yellow House trips have done.